Good morning, good morning, good morning, amazing, beautiful people. My name is Pamela Zimmer. I am your self care concierge, and I am so excited to share with you this morning the secret to putting yourself first. It is actually really simple. It's not always easy, but it's a simple, simple secret, and I'm excited to share it with you. I am not an early morning person, but we have been challenged by one of our mentors to do this early bird gets the worm call. So here we are. And in my true self care essence of putting myself first, I actually did get up early. I had my coffee. I did my Bible devotional time. I threw a shirt on. I still have my pajama bottoms on, which you don't need to see. I have my water that I filled last night, so I don't have to worry about it this morning. All little things that I made sure that I had done so that I could be full and pour myself into you. And I know a lot of you know me. And if you're watching the recording, maybe you don't know me, maybe you do know me, but I'm just going to give you the quick, like, who is Pamela and why is she qualified to talk to me about self care? If you guys have that question, raise your hand, put it in the chat, something. Um, but I'm going to tell you who I am and why self care is so important to me and why I'm qualified to talk to you. So, I'm going to give you the 60-second, it might go to 2-minute version. We'll see. So, I was a former architect of 13 years, turned stay at home mom, hit with severe postpartum depression, which turned my world upside down. But I found this lesson about self care. And at that time, self care wasn't really a thing that was talked about. And if it was more of like, oh, I get a massage once a year. I'm good. Well, what God told me was that self care is more than just the occasional massage or the occasional mani pedi or the occasional, I'm going to go have some quiet time walking on a path in the forest or, whatever it is. Self care is something that we get to do every day, all day, throughout the day to fill ourselves back up. And I have a definition, and you can write it down if you want to. It is intentional thoughts or actions to care for our own physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And I'll repeat it. It's intentional thoughts, thoughts or actions to care for our own physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And that's the definition that God gave me. And that's the thing that I've been running with for the last, gosh, I guess now it's been more than a decade because does anyone else count time based on how old their kids are? And I know, Julia, you have fur babies, but I'm always counting time. Like, how many years has passed? How many years have I lived in Reno? Well, let's see. Braden was 2 when we moved in here. So Braden's now 15, and we just sent our oldest, Zach, off to college. He's 15 minutes away, but I'm going to tell you, like, I'm having a hard time. Anyways, so I've been a mom for a little while now, and it is something that I never thought that I would be doing what I'm doing now. As an architect, I always thought, well, this is who I am, and that was my identity. And I never had to explain to anyone who Pamela was. Because the minute someone asks, well, what do you do? Well, I'm an architect. Boom, there's this wall. It's clout. It's got credibility. People know what that is. I didn't have to explain myself. But when I got my world flipped upside down, God had a different plan for me, and I didn't know God at the time. That's another Zoom for another story, for another time. Um, but what I really learned is this lesson about taking care of myself, and so now it's become my purpose to empower you all to take care of yourself so that you can do what you were put on the planet to do. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has a mission. And if we aren't taking care of ourselves, we can't do what God put us on this planet to do. Whether that is being a mom, whether that's being an entrepreneur, whether that's owning a business, whether that's being the best employee that you can be. whatever your purpose is, and your purpose can change. Mine changed. Mine has changed drastically. And as my kids grow and life happens, because life always lifes. That's a phrase that I've kind of coined lately. Life is just lifing. Life is not stagnant. So will your purpose be mobile and morphine, and we get to adapt to that. So, um, over the last decade plus, I have become an international speaker, a coach. I've hosted many international retreats on self care, and I've become a top network marketing leader. And that's something that I never thought that I would do, but I have to tell you that it is the thing that fills me up. It fulfills me. It brings me joy. It's why I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning doing a Zoom with you all. Um, so that's why I'm qualified to sit in front of this lovely square of beautiful faces and talk to you about self care. Um, I want to say that this is a safe place. Anything that's shared here, whether at the end I ask you to unmute or anything in the chat, it's confidential. And I know that you will share that mutual understanding with me. It's like anything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, anything that happens on this Zoom, if you're sharing something private in the chat or out loud, just know that there's confidence here. Um, okay, so I have a couple questions for you, and I want you to really think about them. And I want you to open up the chat if you're able. Kelly, I know you're driving, so maybe just think about it. Be safe first. But I have three questions for you. So the first question: when was the last time you woke up rested and ready? Like really ready to get up and start your day? And just think about that. And you can answer in the chat. You can share if you want to. You can keep it to yourself. You can write it down. When was the last time that you woke up rested and ready?
I don't
1990.
remember when.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sunday. Okay. A very long time. Yesterday. Great. Okay.
This morning, I put sleep above a lot of other things.
Good. Good. That's great. I have to say, most of the time, for me personally, I'm not ready to get up. Um, so I understand. I'm with you. Not today. Yeah, Van, I wasn't ready to get up today either. I was really, really looking forward to sleeping more. I was cozy, and then nope, I made a commitment. So here I am. And there's no judgment, right? There's no right or wrong. That's the thing with self-care. Self-care is unique and individual to every single person. There is never a right or a wrong answer. Whatever you answer is your correct answer. Okay. Second question. When was the last time you did something for yourself just because? When was the last time you did something for yourself just because? Now, that could be getting yourself a special little treat at the bakery. That could be um, booking flights. That could be buying a new trinket or dress or shirt or pair of socks. It could be anything. Just something that you did for yourself just because.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I got myself coffee this morning because I
Yay.
can't buy any online. We're not talking about that right now.
Perfect. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Pickleball lesson, EE system, and sound bath. I love it.
I
Great,
feel
great, great.
guilty. I kind of feel like I do that all the time.
And
That's
that is
good.
great, right?
That's
That is
good.
great. Don't feel guilty about it. Okay. 2 months ago, massage once a month. Great. I love it. These are great, great, great. And these questions are just to get you to think about where you're at, because like in anything, business, personal, anything, if you don't know where you're at, you can't measure where you want to go and how to get there. Okay. Okay. So question number 3. When was the last time you chose you? Meaning you said yes to you and no to someone or something else. When was the last time you chose you?
Every day
Every
on the
day.
regular.
Good for you, Kelly.
When my mind wanders, I pick me.
Okay.
I can always pick me because I don't have kids to, or DJ. I can pick us, but I am not capable of saying no. That's up till now, I've not been capable of
Mhm.
saying no.
Okay. Great.
I
Well,
don't.
I have a special little tip for you, Julia. That no is a complete sentence.
That's a good one.
No is a complete sentence. We don't have to explain ourselves to someone else. I know that's a hard one. That's a really hard one. I'll give you an example. Um, you all are part of APL Go With Me, and I love it. And you also know that we have Zoom upon Zoom upon Zoom upon Zoom. And sometimes it's not always feasible to be on every single Zoom. And I have this little thing inside me that I have to explain why I can't be there. I have to make sure everyone knows, oh, well, I didn't make the Tuesday night call last night because I was at a networking event, like I have to share my excuse when really it's none of your business why I'm there or not. And
Ooh,
that's a tough one. That's a tough one. So yeah, no is a complete sentence. And the only person I have to answer to is myself and God, truly.
amen.
So,
Yeah. And
um,
I'm the same way, but I don't look at that as an excuse for me because of where I am with my growth. I look at that as I embrace accountability for
mhm,
me. So
mhm,
looking at that question in a way that, that's part of who I am choosing to be. And and so that's why I feel like it's not giving an excuse to me. It's just sharing. You're not seeing my face because I'm doing another activity that's going on, and I share the responsibility of being accountable.
yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you. Good share. Okay. So we know that putting others first is noble, right? We're supposed to serve others and we're supposed to treat others as we would treat ourselves and take care of them. Well, if I am not taking care of myself, how can I possibly take care of you to the best of my ability? If I want to be the best version for you, well, I have to be the best version of myself first. Um, it's the empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. It's the one thing that the airlines are true about. Put your oxygen mask on first. Because if I'm not breathing, I can't help you. So, to those who maybe struggle with the guilt of saying no, or with the guilt of, well, I have to do this for someone else because they need me. Um, how many of you have this subconscious desire to be needed? I do. It makes us feel good when we're needed, right? Yeah. Um, and yes, Deborah, even the creator of heaven had a day of rest, right? God has the Sabbath. Um, so when we have a big mission and we have a big responsibility, it's even that much more important. It's even bigger that we take care of ourselves, that we put ourselves first, that we block off what we get to do. So, how many of you have a calendar or a scheduled planner or some kind of system that keeps you on track with appointments and all the gazillion Zooms and all of
I
that
do.
stuff? Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Raise your hand or say
Yeah.
yes in the chat. Whether it's online, whether it's a paper calendar, whether it's a big wall calendar, we all have a system to keep us on track with appointments and schedules. Now, um, how many of us put appointments with ourselves on there?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. And how many of us keep those appointments with ourselves?
I do.
Good. Great. And so what kind of appointments with yourself are you putting on there?
I did start getting a monthly massage. I used to do that faithfully in Tennessee. I'm doing that again here in Winchester, Virginia. So I'm getting a monthly facial starting this month, and getting a monthly massage.
Great.
So that's good. That's good for me.
Great. I love it. That's a great example, Lily. I'd like to challenge you all to, instead of these big things, which a massage and a facial and all these things, I consider like the big things because it's, it's an appointment. I would like to challenge you all. When's the last time you put just some blank space in your calendar for yourself? And I'm gonna give you like a visual example. So do you all remember these slide puzzles that we used to have when we were younger? Janae, I don't know if you are old enough to remember these slide puzzles. But they had like 9 or 12 spaces and there was always one square missing. And the only way you could solve the puzzle was to slide all the pieces around. Do you all remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I like to say that the slide puzzle is like our calendar. And that empty space, some people, I call it white space, and a lot of people have a different definition of what white space is. For me, white space is that empty square. It's the way that we get to solve the puzzle of our day because we all know life happens, right? Life just keeps going. Whether there is a death, whether there is a kid moving off to college, whether there is, I mean, you name it, right? Things can come out of left field at us all day long. And life doesn't stop just because we need to catch our breath. So that's where that empty space comes in. That's where that slide puzzle comes in. So even though we're having these awesome appointments with ourselves for meditation and massages, and maybe it's a time at the gym, going out in the garden, taking care of the 12 cats in our yard, Julia. Um, playing pickleball, whatever it is. It's really important also that we don't overschedule our calendars because when life happens, we need that empty puzzle piece. We need that empty square to be able to solve and rearrange things. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Um, the other thing I want to talk about is the different areas of self-care. And this is where we kind of get into the meat of it. So in my definition earlier this morning, I said self-care was intentional thoughts or actions to care for our own physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. So there's 4 areas of self-care. The physical self-care, that one is kind of what we think of when we think of self-care. It's like, oh yeah, I got a massage. Oh yeah, I got my nails done. Oh yeah, I went to the gym. I did all these things for my physical body, which is important, right? This is the vessel that we were given to go out and do our mission in the world and fulfill the purpose that God gave us. But there's more to physical self-care than just this external stuff, like getting your hair done and looking good, toning your muscles. And I haven't been to the gym in a while, so don't look. It is what we're putting in our body also. So nutrition is very, very important. And I don't have to explain to you the importance of good health and nutrition. But if you're watching and you're not part of us and you're not part of this amazing community of APL Go, I just ask you to think, what are you putting in your body? What are the ingredients that are going into your your what are the ingredients in your food, in your supplementation, in your nutrition, and is your body absorbing it? because it's not just what we put in our body, but it's what our body absorbs. That's why I love APL Go, because it's pure. And we know that within 15 minutes of putting one of these little lozenges in our mouth, all of those amazing nutrients and negative ions are getting into our bloodstream. So it's important to know. And whether it's APL Go or whether it's something else that you have found, just being mindful of that, right? That all goes with physical self-care. Mental self-care, that's up here. That's what we have between our ears and our eyes and everything. And this is, who are you listening to? What podcasts are you listening to? What music are you listening to? What are you watching on TV or movies? What what are the lyrics of the songs that you're listening to? Are they
Right.
uplifting? Are they
Mhm.
encouraging? What books are you reading? What are you
Mhm.
putting into your mind? Right? Because we
Mhm.
know our brains are powerful, and what we think we can manifest, and it directs everything in our day. What we focus on, we attract. So if we're focusing on the negative, if we have that one person who is just always negative and down and complaining and life sucks and oh my gosh, and this always happens to me, and we're taking that on, that's not healthy for us. And that's a
Right.
boundary that we get to put up in a healthy, loving, self-care way. Um, we don't have to take on other people's stuff. So I just ask you, and just think about it, like what is the book that you're reading right now? Put in the chat if you guys are reading a book or listening to a podcast. What is it that you are um, currently consuming in terms of content right now? I know
You're
for
not going to
me,
believe this, but I bought a book.
oh, you did.
I don't
Impossible to
read, so I'm
forget.
excited.
I love it. I love it. I'm currently reading Esther Wildenberg's book. I am not quite finished with it yet. The Undermined Soul. It's fantastic. It's very uplifting. I read the Bible every morning. That's my me time. That's my self-care. That's why I got up at 5:05 this morning so that I could fill myself up again before I poured into you all, because that's important to me. I don't want to do what I'm not preaching, right? I don't want to tell you to fill yourself up and then I show up all tired and empty. That wouldn't be great. So, mental self care, what are you putting in your brain? And also, whose voice are you listening to? Oftentimes, the voice that we hear the most throughout the day is whose voice?
Our own.
Our own. Mm-hmm. So, what are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself, good job, keep going? Oh, you failed, but that's okay, keep going, get up? Or are you telling yourself, man, you're not worth it. This is never going to happen for you. I don't know why you're doing this. You should just quit and give up. You don't deserve this. You're not worthy. Who's going to like you? Who's going to listen to you? We don't want those voices. As Kelly Vincent says, delete that thought, right? Delete that thought and counteract it with something positive. This didn't work out for you today, and tomorrow is a new day, and every moment is an opportunity to make a new choice. You can do this. You have survived every challenge that you have been faced up until now. You all are survivors. You're here. So choose the words that you would tell your best friend's little girl or little boy. Choose those words to say to yourself. And if you need help, um, yeah, Deborah's got a great idea. Listen to a sermon or find some uplifting music. Um, Call one of us, call a friend, phone a friend,
Mhm.
phone a friend, right? Because oftentimes we see the greatness in you before you see it in yourself. So if you're having a down day, and I'm telling you, everyone is human, we all have down days. I have down days like 8 times a day, but it's how you bounce back. And that's what self-care will do. If you are truly filling yourself up, it's how you bounce back. It's bounce back ability, right? Life's going to throw you a curveball. It's going to trip you up. You're going to like reach for home plate and miss it. Well, get back up. Bounce back ability. And the more you have yourself filled up with self-care, and self-care can be anything, right? It's not just that big spa vacation. It could be literally 5 minutes of quiet time. It could be making sure you're hydrated and you pop a drop in your mouth so that you know you're getting good nutrition. That is self-care too. It's not always the big things. Okay, emotional self-care. This is the heart and this is feelings. And we all love to talk about feelings, right? Who loves to talk about feelings? It's awkward sometimes, right? Unless you're in a safe place. Feelings are simply information. That's all it is. So if you're intimidated by a feeling, just know that it's just information. It's just information to tell your body and your mind what's going on around you and how your body is reacting and responding. That's it. If you have a feeling, say you have a feeling of sadness, it doesn't mean it's wrong. You can be sad and happy at the same time. Example, we just sent Zach to college. Yes, he's 15 minutes away. Okay. So I know I'm lucky and I'm blessed and I didn't have to get on a plane and all that stuff. Um, I can be sad and happy at the same time. I'm sad because I miss him and I'm happy because he is just out in the world doing what he's supposed to be doing right now. And I'm happy for the experiences that he's going to have. Am I worried? Yes. Am I excited? Yes. All of those things. I can have all of those emotions at the same time. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with me. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you if you have conflicting emotions. Um, Another example, so we just went to Pennsylvania, where my husband's from. His dad passed away, and so we're at the funeral. It's very sad, right? But also, it was a time of joy because we heard all of these amazing stories of people who had beautiful experiences with him. So, dueling emotions, no right or wrong, they just are. It was just information. And I have a little acronym for how we can process those informations because I don't know about you, I used to be a real professional stuffer. Not like stuffing the pillows and stuff with fluff or stuffing the Build-A-Bear at the workshop in the mall, but stuffing emotions. I was really good at it. And what happens if we stuff? Then what happens? It blows up, right? And not so pretty. um, so what do we do with emotions that aren't serving us? I have a little acronym called APR, and it's not annual percentage rate. It's acknowledge. So acknowledge what this feeling, what this emotion is. Remember, an emotion is just information. Acknowledge what it is. Okay, I'm feeling sad right now. Okay, why am I feeling sad? What's causing that? What's triggering that? Oh, well, Zach is not at home right now. He's at college and I can't see him every day and I haven't talked to him in a couple days and I miss him. Okay. And then process. Well, is it fact? Is it real? Is it made up? Process it. Like I just said, well, he's at college. It doesn't mean I'm never going to see him. It just means I'm not seeing him right now. And then release. Okay, I'm going to release that sadness because it's not serving me right now. And it doesn't mean that I can't pick it back up. It's like I can put it on the shelf. And if I want to grab the sadness back, I just grab it back off the shelf. And then when I'm processing it again and I'm ready to release it, I just put it back on the shelf. Or like a candle, right? You light the candle, make that represent whatever emotion that isn't serving you. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe it's resentment. Maybe you're jealous because someone else earned this grease trip and you haven't, and you've been working your patootie off, right? Well, jealousy doesn't serve you. That's not a high vibration emotion that we want to be in. So, okay, acknowledge it. Where is it coming from? Well, it's coming from I've been working really hard and I want to go and I'm having FOMO and Greece has been on my bucket list. Okay, process it. Okay, well, I can be happy for someone else. I can celebrate them. And it doesn't mean that they don't deserve it. And it doesn't mean that I'm not working hard. Okay, now I'm going to release it. Okay, I release this jealousy. I'm going to blow out the candle on the jealousy because it's not serving me. Right? So APR, acknowledge, process, release. And I will tell you, little tip, we get to go through this APR multiple times for the same emotion, for the same circumstance, for the same situation over and over and over. Because that's life and we're human. Okay. So APR, that's how we deal with emotional self-care. Are we good so far? We're understanding that emotions are just information. Okay. Thumbs up. Are we happy? Okay. Awesome. Okay. And then lastly, spiritual self-care. Spiritual self-care. This is knowing that there's something more at work than just us. For me, it's God. It's having that relationship with God and Jesus and knowing that He put me on this planet for a reason. And knowing that if I'm so depleted, I get to go to Him to fill me up. And allowing myself to surrender, allowing myself to know that I don't have to do it all my own. I don't have to have all of the answers. um, that there is a reason that I'm here. And just like the story in the Bible of, where the hands and the feet and the body and all of that, whether you believe in God and Jesus or not, I hope that you understand this concept that we are all part of a bigger purpose. I can't do what I'm supposed to do without you doing what you're supposed to do, right? Just like everyone has a purpose that morphs and is mobile and changes as life happens around us and to us, we all work stronger and more powerfully if we are all our own individuals doing what we're supposed to be doing, right? And filling ourselves up spiritually, knowing that, okay, I'm doing my part, but I don't have to do it alone. And knowing if I'm depleted and I'm tired and I'm not ready to get up yet because I don't feel rested and I haven't gotten my 8 hours or my 6.75 or my 9.2, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, there's no judgment. That I know that I can turn to God and He can fill me up. And that's why for me, before anything, whether I'm doing a 6 a.m. Zoom that I was challenged to do, or I'm getting on a 5 a.m. flight, or I'm traveling, or I'm in a different time zone, that's why for me, you guys know, coffee, Bible time. Like that's it for me. If I don't have that, I'm not getting filled and I can't do this. So I just want you to think for yourself, what is that for you? What is spiritual self-care for you? What is it? Who is it that fills you up outside of yourself, outside of one another? I know sometimes when couples are having challenges, and I've been married almost 20 years, in November to be 20 years, and we have gone through seasons of like this and like this, right? It's when we are relying on the other person to complete us. What was that movie? What is that movie? Is it, oh my gosh, you all know, You Complete Me.
Austin
Jerry
Powers.
Maguire.
Yes, thank you. Jerry Maguire, show me the money, you complete me. Um, it's when we rely on someone else to fill us up and complete us that we're missing that spiritual self-care, right? So again, whether that's God, Jesus for you, it is for me. But if I'm relying on Will to fill me up, I'm missing the mark. I get to go to God to fill me up. So whatever that looks like for you, that is our spiritual self-care. Now, how can all of these things come together and make us holistic in our self-care? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. So we have tools. Yay, we all get to have tools in our toolbox, right? We have our APL Go lozenges. That takes care of our physical health. Mental health, we have a great community. We have the most uplifting, fun, amazing, encouraging community that I have ever been blessed to be a part of. I don't know how I got so lucky. I think it's because God placed me here, even though I resisted. Like I was the skeptic of the industry and did not want to step foot in that realm. And God just kept shoving me through, and here I am. Um, we are a safe place. I think that's one of the things that is special about what we have at APL Go also is we are a very safe place. Um, and you all fill me up. Like you all are giving me this extra cup of coffee right now. Yeah, you're not God, but you're filling me up in a way that I couldn't. And I know that together, collectively, we're moving towards this big mission and this big responsibility to make the world a better place, a happier place, a more healthy place, a more financially stable place. And all of that comes from this tool in my toolbox of self-care, which is APL Go. So again, I know here, right here on this Zoom, we all already said yes to that. But if you're watching and you don't have something like that, then take a look, right? Because this might be something that you want to look at. So I know I've said that there is a secret to putting yourself first, and I haven't quite shared what that is yet. Are you ready? Are you ready for this big drum roll secret? So type secret in the chat if you're ready. Dun dun dun, the suspenseful music. I need my background music. Okay, tell us secret.
Can't
Okay.
type it, but I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready. Yes, you're driving. Don't type. Okay. So, yes, lean in, Janae, lean in. Okay, so the secret, remember I said it's simple, but it's not always easy. The secret is you just decide. That's it. You just decide. You make the choice to say yes to you. You make the choice. You decide, say, I'm going to do something good for myself physically. I am deciding to listen to a positive voice, whether that's my own or someone else's. I am choosing to acknowledge my feelings because they're just information, and I'm going to process and release the ones that don't serve me and hold on to the ones that I like. And I'm going to decide to find myself connected to something bigger than myself, to be part of something bigger than just me. I decide. I just decide. Making the choice and deciding to put yourself first is the biggest step. It's the biggest step because you know what that means? That means that you feel worthy. And your worthiness doesn't come from any of us. Your worthiness was something you were born with. It is your right. You are worthy from day one, no matter where you've been, no matter the struggles you've been through, no matter the mistakes, the failures, the roadblocks that you've been caught in, the ditches, the mud that's been on your face. It doesn't matter. You are worthy, and you're worthy of putting yourself first merely because you are alive and because you choose. So that is the secret. The secret is just decide, choose you. So if you have decided, and Deborah, I know you've already been a step ahead of me and you typed in the chat, I have decided. So put that in the chat. Say, I choose me. I have decided. I have decided because you're worth it. Yes, Kelly, you raise your hand. That's right. Yes, I choose me every moment. I love it. I love it. Julia, I have decided. I love it. I have decided. Van, I choose me. Yvette, yes. I love it. You all get to take care of yourself on every level, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, because you matter. You're worth it. And if we aren't taking care of ourselves, if we aren't the best version of ourselves, how can we possibly fulfill this big mission that we have in front of us? If we want to go out in the world and share APL Go or whatever else we're doing, how can we do that to the best of our ability if we are not already at our best to start with? So I have one more little nugget to give you. And this is something that I use when the guilt creeps in. Because again, we're human. right? And we can't always control the first thought that comes into our head. Sometimes those thoughts come from left field and we're like, whoa, where did you come from? I don't want that. I like, no, go away. We can't always control that first thought or what someone says to us or how they react or respond, right? But we can control the second thought and what we do with it and how we react and respond to that. So I have a little saying, and sometimes I say it to myself, and sometimes I say it to other people. And I will challenge you that if you personally are struggling with the feeling guilty of doing something for yourself, that maybe you write this on the mirror in your bathroom and you say it to yourself out loud. But here it is, and you might want to write it down. I love you, so I am saying yes to me. I love you, so I am saying yes to me. I love you, so I'm saying yes to me. I love you guys so much that I said yes to me by getting up early and doing the things that I needed to do to fill myself up so I could be full and overflowing and present for you all. So if you're personally struggling with the guilt of doing something for yourself, then you look yourself in the eye in the mirror. And I know it's awkward. It's awkward to talk to ourselves in the mirror. Make sure no one else is listening then. I love you, so I am saying yes to me. Likewise, I had to do this with my kids when they were littler. Yvette, this is a great one for your grandkids when you have them. I love you, so I am saying yes to me. Because we know, like, little kids are always like, Mom, Mom, I need you, I need you. How about this? How about this? And sometimes it's like, I just need 5 minutes to finish what I'm doing, right? Because I want to be present with you, and I can't be present with you while my mind is over here trying to finish this. And it took a while for my kids to get it, but once I was saying it enough and over, they understood that, hey, mommy wants to be present with you. I want to sit on the floor and play Legos with you. Truly, truly, I did. But I have to finish this up because that's honoring me. And then I'm fully present with you. Because let's be real, we're really good at multitasking. Multitasking is not good for us. And especially in today's age of these things, how often are we like this? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh. That's that's not good. That's not good. And I'm guilty of it. I'm not perfect. I'm guilty of it, right? I'm convicted of it myself. So letting the people around us know too. It works for our spouses, it works for our friends, it might work for colleagues, it might work for a potential phone call with someone. Maybe someone's messaging you and they're like ready and they're like, yeah, can you hop on the phone? And maybe you're right in the middle of something that you want to finish up and it's not a good time for you. Well, that's okay. You don't have to drop everything to talk to this prospect right then and there if you're not going to be the best version of you. If you need to push that off 15 minutes or 3 hours, permission to do that. So I love you, so I am saying yes to me. And when you frame it that way, doesn't it make the other person feel so much love? Because it's letting them know that they're important to you. You all are important to me. So I'm going to do my job. I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to be responsible for me to take care of me so that you get the absolute best version of me. Who wouldn't want that in an interaction? Who wouldn't want that in a presentation? Who wouldn't want that if you're talking to someone on the phone? Hey, I really, really can't wait to share XYZ with you. Can I have 15 minutes? Can I have an hour so that I can give you my full attention? I don't think anyone's going to say no. And if they do, then you can renegotiate that with yourself as well. Okay, so the secret to putting yourself first is, everyone can unmute if you can, and we'll just say it all out loud. The secret to putting yourself first is
Decide.
Just decide.
Decide.
yes. Choose you. Decide. It's that simple. Not always easy, but it's simple. So I hope that this morning time was fulfilling for you. I hope you got a lot out of it. Um, we have a little bit of time where I can stay on. If you have to run, feel free to jump off. But if you have any comments, feedback, questions, oh my gosh, I have this scenario, I don't know what to do. I'm here for you. I want to be of service for you, and my ultimate goal is that you walk away from this today feeling a little fuller yourself, and feeling like you can do what it is that you want to do because you're choosing yourself, because you're worthy, with all these different tools in your toolbox, with a little more physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual self-care. So
That
thank you
was
all.
excellent.
Thank you, Lily.
Pamela,
Thank
that
you.
was excellent. And
Very
yes, I'm
good,
walking
very
away with
good.
another tool of choice, which is excellent. And then I love you so much. I love myself first.
I love you, so I am saying yes to me.
I'm saying yes to me. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a great breakfast. You guys watch me eat it.
Yes, it looked delicious.
I'm on my way over because I want some of that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hop off because I need to do my breakfast. It's
Yeah,
10.
I gotta go.
I love it. Thank you
Love
all
you guys.
for
Bye.
being here. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
the
Pam.
appetizer to my breakfast and
Oh,
for
yeah.
filling me with that wonderful information. It was definitely a refresher with new, and I love that. I love you, so I'm saying yes to me.
Yes.
Genius.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you,
Yep.
Janae.
Yep. Thank you so much, Pamela. This is just a lot of refreshers. And my favorite part, I mean, I've already decided in all the things, but going back to I do it every morning. I mirror talk. I mirror talk and just reflect and I love me.
Mm-hmm.
And I am fulfilled with, with the spirit that flows through me. So that helps me get through a whole lot that you shared, and the nuggets of acknowledge, process, and release.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's a great, awesome practice, because people say so many things that we think that it's, they're talking to us or directing that to us, and it's not. They have things going on in their lives. We just happen to cross the path, and they were able to release whatever the non-positive thing was, and so it's just like, you just have to bless people
Bless
and
and
know
release.
that
Yeah.
that wasn't about me,
Yep.
so thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Yep.
you.
Awesome
Awesome.
information, Pamela. I told you before, you really teach me so much. I mean, like, I felt like it was all new information for me. So, wow, very, very helpful. I mean, yeah, I needed to hear it. The no thing I have a little bit of heartburn, but I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on I definitely get the guilt. So, thank you for sharing your gift with us, because you have such a great way of delivering information, but this information was, like I said, brand spanking new for me, and so I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, Julia.
Love you guys. I will
Love
see you all later. Have a
Okay.
good day.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah, that
you.
was definitely awesome, Pamela. Thank you so much. I love the APR and the reminder that you're worthy on day one.
Mhm.
That was awesome.
Yeah. You don't have to prove your worth. You're just worthy because you are. Yep. Thanks, Kelly. All right. Well, thank you all for joining in. If you need more, if you need a reminder, you know where to find me. I'm always open. So feel free, call, text, reach out, Facebook, WhatsApp, wherever you are, I'm there. Um, I love you all, and go have an amazing day. And remember, it's okay to say yes to you.
I choose me, Pikachu.
Yes. All right. Bye
We love you
bye.
too.
Love you.